Hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm so excited that you joined us for another lesson of Adventures in Anatomy. Today we're finally moving on from the shoulder and we're going to move on to the elbow. We're going to talk about the bones, the ligaments, the muscles, and the motions. And then Dr. Collins is going to talk about some neat stuff with you too, okay? So first off, did you know that it would be impossible to brush your teeth without bending your elbow? Let's try it. Pretend you have a toothbrush in your hand, right? Normally you go like this. If you don't have an elbow, your arm would be like this. Can you brush your teeth like this? I can't. My arm's too long. Could you brush your teeth without an elbow? Let me know if you could. That would be pretty cool. So, with our elbow is 4 motions. Okay, let's do them together. They're pretty easy. 2 of them have big long names, but it's fine. We'll learn them together. Okay, so first we have, if you start out normal, we have flexion. Good, you just bend those elbows right up. And then we have extension. Nice, let's do it again. You ready? Flexion and extension. Good job, guys. So now my next 2 have to do with your elbow, but they make your hand move. Okay, so if you hold your arm out just like this. Now, this is supination. Like I'm getting a bowl of soup in my hand. Okay? And then for pronation, we're going to pour that bowl out. Supination, get the soup. Pronation, dump the soup out. Good job. There you go. Look at you, being smart, knowing all the things now. Alright, so we're going to crank through this. So put on your thinking cap and hold on tight because we got a lot to learn, okay? So you got those 4 motions, right? Just like that, super easy. Okay, do you guys want to learn how to turn over your hand without moving your hand? It's kind of hard to think about, so just watch, okay? First, we're going to bend our arm up, move it like a clock, kick it out, and we're going to do the same thing again. You ready? Move it up, down like a clock, and kick it out. My hand's upside down now. Let's try it again. You ready? You can do it with me this time. Put your hand up, straight out, just like this, like you want something from your mom. Thank you. Okay, you ready? So bend it up, down like a clock, and kick it out. Bend it up, down like a clock, and kick it out. My hand started like this, and now it's like this. Awesome. So, we'll do it one more time together so you know exactly what to do. And then I want you to teach somebody else how to do it. I think they'll think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. Do you think it's really cool? Let's try again. Ready? Hand up like you want something. Up, down like a clock, kick it out. Leave your hand just like this. Up, down like a clock, kick it out. Nice job, guys. Tell me what you think of it in the comments. That's a fun little trick that I learned and I wanted to share with you. Alright guys, let's talk about the bones in your arm. Okay, there's 3 in your elbow. Bones in your arm that make up your elbow, there's 3 of them. The first one we talked about last time with the shoulder. If I told you a funny joke, it would be humerus. Good job. This is your humerus, your big top bone. Okay? Then if you hold your hand towards you, there's a bone on this side next to your pinky. It's called your ulna. Ultra small pinky connects to the ulna. Ultra small pinky connects to the ulna. Good job. And on the thumb side over here is your radius. You ready? It's a radical that we have thumbs that attach to our radius. Radical, radius, radical, radius. Make sense? So I have a friend that's going to help us out today to learn some of the bones so that you can actually see them, okay? Don't get scared. He's not real, alright? Look! It's just the arm made of fake bones, okay? So this guy, this is your left arm, okay? So you have your nice ball and socket, just like that, little ball on the end. Good. So that makes this, what is this big, thick bone? That is funny. Your humerus, good job. Connected to your humerus is on the inside when you hold your arm like this, like we just talked about, right? This is if your arm was like this. Yep, so you have your, what is this? Ultra short pinky is your ulna. Good job. Radical thumb is your radius. Nice. So if you extend your arm all the way out. This is like it's hanging down by your side. You have your radius on the thumb side, because it's radical, remember? And your ulna on the pinky side for your ultra short pinky, right? Alright, next we're going to talk about the muscles in your arm. We just talked about the bones, so now we'll talk about the muscles that move your elbow. Okay? First, you have your biceps. We talked about this one with the shoulder, right? It runs right here in front. If we take our little helper, it runs right on front of your humerus. Nice, good job. Then next is your triceps. It runs in the very back of your arm, right there. It helps extend your elbow. Biceps helps flex your elbow. Triceps help extend your elbow. If we take our little helper, this is the front side, right? So what's up here? The biceps. Good job. We turn it around. Right there is the tricep to help with extension. Nice. So there's one more muscle that's in your arm that's super helpful. It runs from this little bony part right here, okay, and it comes down and across and connects over here. It's called your pronator teres. So if it's called your pronator and we pour out soup with our pronator, what motion do you think it does? Right, it helps us pour out the soup. There you go, your pronator teres pulls this bone across and turns your arm over. Just like that. Skeleton doesn't move very well. Nice. Alright, next we've done bones, we've done muscles. Next, let's do our ligaments, okay? So, this guy's gonna help us out again. You wanna name him? Let's name him like Slim or something. So first, we have our ulnar collateral ligament. Do you remember where else in our body was a collateral ligament? Can you think really hard? It was a long time ago. Collateral ligament. It's in your knee. Good job. Your knees and elbows both have collateral ligaments. Okay? So the first one is our ulnar collateral ligament. Okay, so let's put it together. You ready? The ulna is connected to the ultra short pinky, so it's on this side. So if it's the ulnar collateral ligament, it runs right here on the side of your elbow. Okay, I'll show you on me too. You ready? So we'll hold our hands just like this where you can see them. Ulnar collateral ligament runs right here. This is my elbow. Runs right there on the inside. Okay? Next we have our radial collateral ligament. We'll call our ulnar collateral ligament the UCL. Way easier to remember. Okay? UCL goes on this side, inside of your arm. Okay? The radial collateral ligament goes on, you guessed it, the radial bone. Okay, so rad thumbs connect to the radius, and the radial collateral ligament goes right here. Nice job. So we'll call this one our RCO. Have our UCL and our RCO. Okay, and on you can put your hand right here. UCL, put your hand right here. RCO. Okay, nice job, guys. Those help your elbow from doing too many excessive motions. Okay, the last ligament that we're going to talk about is the annular ligament. The annular ligament is what keeps these two bones together. Okay, so it just holds your radius and your ulna together. Annular collateral ligament. Nice, good job, guys. We did it. We made it through the whole thing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for listening. But now Mr. Colin is going to teach you about some fun stuff that he has. Are you ready? Awesome.
Hey everybody, today I want to share with you a little information about the blood vessels and the nerves that are around our elbow joint and maybe some stuff you might see at the doctor's office. So first off, we have a couple of big veins coming from our arm and then they reach together here at our elbow in our cubital fossa. If you look on your skin, you may be able to see some of the bluish of your veins as they come together there. So our cephalic vein, which is on the outside of our arm, and our basilic vein on the inside of our arm come together and they form this little connection. That is used sometimes whenever the doctor needs to draw blood because it's a very easy access site to your veins. The second thing I want to talk about is our ulnar nerve. While you may not know what that nerve is, I'm sure you know what it does. Our ulnar nerve travels from our shoulder all the way down our arm and into our fingers. But when we're at our elbow joint, it crosses right behind our humerus, just the end of it, and it's right here on our elbow. Now, if you're ever like me, you've hit your elbow on a desk before or on a chair and hit your funny bone. Well, this nerve is actually what's responsible for our funny bone response. Whenever you hit the back of your elbow, it sends a signal up your ulnar nerve and says, ouch, that hurts. All right, last thing, I want to talk about our brachial artery, and I've got a couple of tools to help me tell you the importance of this artery. It starts at our shoulder, goes all the way down to our elbow, and then splits into two new named arteries as it goes down into our hand. It's very important because this is where your doctor may measure your blood pressure. They'll use a stethoscope and this tool, which is called a sphygmomanometer, to measure your blood pressure. They'll pump it up real tight and use the stethoscope to listen to your artery. The blood pressure tells us a lot about the heart, including how well it's pumping and if there are any obstructions.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today and learning all about your elbow with us. I'll see you again on Friday where we'll learn about our wrist, hand, and fingers, okay? But then after Friday, we're going to move to 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Same time, just different days, okay? So next week, we'll meet Tuesday at 3 p.m. and Thursday at 3 p.m., all right? Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day.